Hi, I'm Lee from Remakery, and we are going to sew today. We're going to make patches for repairing clothing or just putting something cool on your clothing out of scrap fabric. And thank you for participating in this day. Step 1, use your fabric scissors, and you're going to pick out 2 pieces of fabric. One will have a print on it, and the other is denim, so this will give it some structure. And you will cut, you're going to cut out what you want to sew. And we're going to cut a piece of denim to go with it. They don't have to be perfect, but they have to be big enough to sew on. Right? Little rainbow patch. Step 2, we're going to take a marker and we're going to draw a line of where we want the stitch to go. So I'm going to make a little oval here. You could make whatever shape you want, but it should be smaller than the piece of fabric. It's easier to sew on fabric than on the edge of fabric. I have one started here, but step 3 is go to the sewing machine. The sewing machine will be set up with a zigzag stitch. Do not change that. It should be all ready for you to go. And the number one thing you want to know on the sewing machine is the presser foot. So this is the presser foot lever, and what it does is it lifts and lowers this foot, which traps your fabric and keeps it where you want it to be. So when you go to put your fabric in, you'll lift the presser foot up, put your fabric where you want it to be, line it up with the line you drew, and then put your presser foot down. And then on the floor, there's a little pedal for your foot, and you want to go slow, but you can just start pushing a little bit and it'll start sewing. It will go slow, but that's okay because it's putting a lot of stitches in. Our job is just to move the fabric where we want the stitches to be. So you can see there's a little line here, and you'll want to just line your line up with the center, and then it'll, see how slow it goes? That's totally great. And then when your lines meet, you know you're done. This stopped with